on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Holding, receiving team. Man, that ain't make no sense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 13 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Stafford on 3rd down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Stafford on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21.
Number 22. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. When the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Steven Nelson on the tackle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 30-yard
Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Got his man, that's Harry. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. These two teams all tied after one. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Stafford into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. The bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Bulldogs.
First down, going to the air with Love. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. The 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford works over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stafford looks to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Josh Reynolds with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back. And they must have seen something leading up to this. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. Fights off the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
We'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line.
25 yards. And a London first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. 3rd down here.
T.J. Hockenson, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Justin Tucker.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Here's Lindsay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll go again with Lindsay. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Giants. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Push it back. 555, 555. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You gotta be kidding me.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
Second down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, 50. 58, come on. Here we go, 58, come on, 58. 58.
On 1st and 10, Stafford caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Complete to Will Fuller. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
complete.
18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he'll find Reynolds over the middle.
For a Giants first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Final score,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,